Hello friends, in today's video we're going to talk about why Russia began military build-up near Ukraine and what it wants from West. Friends, at the heart of the current crisis between Russia and Ukraine is NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, that is a group of 30 countries including the US, UK, France and Germany. Actually friends, Ukraine wants to join this group of which the United States, the arch-rival of Russia, is a part. The NATO too is open to make Ukraine its member, which has irked the Moscow big time. Russia doesn't want NATO to allow Ukraine to become its member, as it will expand the grouping's footprint to its border. The other big reason is that a member country of NATO will be eligible for collective support by all members in case of any external attack. Friends, Kyiv fears attack by Russia as the latter has already annexed Crimea from Ukraine. Brookings, a US-based think tank, writes that Moscow's seizure of Crimea was the biggest land grab in Europe since World War II. Welcome to our channel called The History, where we apprise you of the important historical events which one should certainly know, along with the ancient, medieval and the modern history, in order to enhance your knowledge. But before we move on, I request you to kindly subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. As per the principle of collective defense, NATO considers an attack against one or several of its members as an attack against all. This is the principle of collective defense, which is enshrined in Article 5 of the Washington Treaty. Friends, this is why Russia opposes NATO membership to Ukraine. It thinks that if Ukraine becomes member of NATO, it might try to take back Crimea by military actions. President Putin recently hinted at such situation if Ukraine becomes part of NATO. Let's imagine Ukraine is a NATO member and starts these military operations. Are we supposed to go to war with the NATO bloc? Has anyone given that any thought? Apparently not, he said. Russia therefore is demanding the West to pull NATO forces out of Eastern Europe and never expand into Ukraine. Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei has said that for Russia, it's absolutely mandatory to ensure Ukraine never ever becomes a member of NATO. Russia recently shared draft documents on legal security guarantees from the US and NATO. Article 4 of the agreement states that the Russian Federation and all the parties that were member states of NATO as of 27 May 1997 respectively shall not deploy military forces and weaponry on the territory of any other states in Europe in addition to the forces stationed on the territory as of 27 May 1997. Friends, Article 6 of the document also says all member states of the NATO commit themselves to refrain from any further enlargement of NATO, including the accession of Ukraine as well as other states. So if you really like the video, I request you to kindly share it with your friends and your loved ones. Keep smiling and take care.